So I want to share that with you, right? And I want to share with you, um, honestly, a topic that's been on my mind. You guys may not believe me, but I have tried to record this one episode three different times. I think this is my third time. First time, what happened? Oh, the sound quality was horrible. I don't know what that was about. Second time, I my computer shut down, and then here we are again. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, God really wants me to put this out here because that's what I assume why things were happening to try to deter me. But I will not be stopped. I will not be deterred. So you're joining me because you're here for a purpose. You're here for a purpose on understanding how to do things the easy way. And I'm going to talk about career. I'm going to talk about it from the framework of finding a career that's easiest for you so that you don't have to do it hard. If you're like me, you've heard the saying, do what's hard, because if you do what's easy, it's going to be harder for you. Has anyone ever considered that doing what's hard and what makes you miserable is probably harder than it would be if you loved it and it was easy? And so when I tell you all, I never forget when I was really like in that career building phase and I was trying to figure out what is Yvette meant to do? What should I be? And I was trying all these different things that weren't really me. And when I tell you, I never forget the leadership position I got in that was horrible. It was hard, 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 hard. I'm going to do another podcast of You Don't Have to Stay. That particular role was so hard and it was miserable because I could have taken the easy route. And I should have taken the easy route, but thank God I got out of that to a much easier route, right? So let's look at it. When you think about what you're good at, what you're meant to do, what's easiest for you, not for anyone else, but for you. I look at it from the perspective of having a 50,000-foot view, right? I'm an aviation girl, so I love it. Everything aviation, planes, and everything. And when you're in the plane, just imagine with me, you have the window seat. You have the window seat to your life, and you're looking down on the ground. So if you're listening to me, you have to see me on YouTube. Like I have all the illustrations going with me. But you're in the plane, 50,000 feet, but you have the window seat and you're looking down. And when you're looking down, what do you see? Most times when you're in the air, you can see pools, you can see the freeways, you can see the houses. Those are the most obvious things, right? So let's take it from this perspective. I am an agilist at heart. I love all things agile. That is a way of working. It's a mindset. I'm an agile coach. I'm a certified agile coach. So I teach people how to help their mindset, how to grow their mindset, how to develop their mindset to have a better way of working. Flexibility, agile leadership. That's where I thrive. That's my jam, as they would say. That's my jam. So when we're looking at building our product and bringing our product from the thought and design phase to fruition, we look at it from a level, right? So we're going to go from the top level, top layer, all the way down. So first you look at the theme. What is the theme? Then I'm going to take out one of the layers because I think it's an unnecessary layer. Some people like it. I don't like all the hierarchy. So we're going to do theme. Then we're going to do the feature. And then we're going to do the story. So we're going to keep it simple, three layers. So if you look at it for your life, right? What is the theme that you've seen running through your life? What is the theme that it always circles back to the exact same thing? What are the features that make you who you are, that make up and encompass everything that you are and how you do it? Then, if we have the theme, the feature, and then let's do the stories. What stories have shaped your life, and what are the stories you continuously hear about yourself or that you tell yourself, right? So, what are the stories? So, when you look at it from that perspective, I'm gonna use me for instance, right? Because I don't know you, but I look at the theme of my life has always been a theme of positivity, a theme of servant leadership, a theme of always leading, always serving, always want to be at the forefront. I don't mind. I really, and I'm an introvert, by the way. I'm a big introvert, but I don't mind leading. I love leading. You need a leader. I'm your person, right? So I realized that, and I try to push that away, but I can't. It's just who I am, what I do naturally. Then if I have the theme, then I have the feature. What makes me who I am? When I'm in leadership positions, I excel. When I'm in leadership positions, I love to help people. When I'm in leadership positions, I really make really great decisions. Like, and I don't mind making hard decisions. And I like treating people well. And then, so the stories that I've always heard, the stories that I tell myself, one story is I'm very nice, I'm very kind, I'm very positive. I make people feel good. I make people feel wanted. So those are the stories that I've told myself. And now what others are telling me. So it's like, what does that look like? What does that mean? That's how I got into agile coaching. That's how I even got into being a scrum master. A scrum master is a servant leader that you help the team work better together. So they work better together than they do apart. When you look at agile leadership, it's about being flexible, being nimble, just being able to adjust and pivot without having too much attitude. And so that's me, right? And so what I realize is like, okay, just lean into who you naturally are and don't be afraid of it. It is what it is, right? Then let's take it to those women that want to be entrepreneur. So when I first started my company, I was like, okay, let me just do leadership. Just leadership. I just tossed it out there, right? Through like throwing spaghetti on the wall, I just tossed it out there. And so I'm gonna just do leadership. Then I said I'm gonna do executive leadership, and it was not feeling right, right? Then I said, okay, I'm gonna do organizational leadership. That was just was not feeling right. It wasn't giving me those mushy gushy, right? And then I said I got it. I got with a business coach, y'all. And then I said I was going to do educational leadership. That was good because I love education. I love education. I love being around educators. I love being around that environment. I feel like those are my peeps. Like those are my peeps. Educators, them my people. Those are my kind, right? But still coaching leaders, education leaders, still wasn't feeling like my jam. But then this what happened. I promise you, as sure as I'm talking right now, I said, I know, I got it. I know what your niche is, niche. So I'm gonna say niche because it sounds real cute. My niche is career women between the ages of 30 and 45. And why do I put that out there? Just I'm just being very specific for my audience. Of course, usually in my marketing, I don't say that part. But the reason I say that for myself and when I'm honing in on my business and the guts of my business, the inner workings of my business, of my organization, because I know what I needed when I was 30 that I didn't get into my 40s. Oh, I dropped something. Oh, I dropped water, you guys. I think it's going to be okay. But I know I get passionate. As you can see, I'm passionate. Things are dropping. I know now, when looking back, I know what I needed that I didn't have in my 30s. I know. I needed a me. I needed a me in my own life. So when we look at the persona of like who's your ideal client, I am my ideal client. I am thirsty. I'm hungry for knowledge. I want to grow, go, do, be, learn, like go all in, find that thing that makes me tick, right? And makes my family grow. That's me. I am my ideal client. When I think about my ideal client, it's me. And my my clients are my ideal clients now. So I realize, like for me in my business, it's career women, women that are trying to figure out what the next right step is, how to do the next right thing, have someone to talk to that's honest and open, gentle, kind, loving, and a woman, and that could pray with me. Oh, and that could kind of tell me the hard stuff in a nice way. I wanted that. I never forget, I was trying to get a coach, and they said something that I thought was just so rude. I'm like, that's rude. That's I get you may have the knowledge. I get you may have this one piece of hair doesn't want to stay in place. If you guys are watching me on if you're listening to me, then you're like, what's going on with her? But if you're watching me on YouTube, It's like that one hair that won't stay in place, and that's what's happening now with my braid. But anyway, I digress. So that coach was rude. I said, I can't work under those conditions. I need someone that's nice to me. I needed someone that's going to pray with me. Thank God he sent her my way, right? I need someone that understands what it means to be a woman that's trying to raise kids, that's a single mom, that's going to school, that's trying to do it all, but still wants that direction and encouragement. So I said, hey, work with who you know, work with your kind, right? And that's women, that's career women, career moms that like want it all, but are really trying to figure out how to get it all, how to do it all. So that's me. That's where we do it. So I do what's easy. So I'm not trying to do what's hard. No longer will I do what's hard. Give you another example. Let's go another example. So we've covered career, we've covered entrepreneurship. Now we're going to cover school. We're going to cover learning. Because when I was trying to figure out what am I going to go to school for, I knew that I wanted to advance my education for me, just for me. When I had the GI Bill, and I said I have to use this thing before it expires, and that'll be wasteful if I don't, right? So I wanted to use my GI Bill. It was time, and I love school, and I wanted to finish what I started. That was that one thing that I wanted to finish what I started. So I said, I never forget. I was talking to one of my mentors, and they said, "Bet, what do you do that's easy?" I said, or they said, what's easy to you?" I said, "Well, the easiest thing to me right now is aviation." I had been in aviation industry probably 17 years, right? And I said, aviation's easy. That's how I said it. It's easy. Like it just comes easy. They said, do aviation. I said, for real? I could do that? They said, yeah. I said, but it's so easy. They said, exactly. Like you want to do what comes easy to you. I said, huh. I said, I want to be a pilot, but I love leadership and I love management. So I said, okay, get my bachelor's in aviation management. Full force, head on, true, dived into it. Then I was like, I need to get my master's because I really wanted my master's. And I said, what am I going to study? They said, keep doing what's easy. I said, okay. Well, now they have an aviation leadership. So you're mixing together my loves, my passions, right? Aviation and leadership, aviation and management. So you mix those two together. Oh my God, you have a happy vet. You have a happy vet. And so when I tell you, I was so happy with that. And then I said, I want to go get my doctorate. What does that look like? So I said, okay, keep doing what's easy, right? So I said, okay, I'll go get my doctorate in aviation. And my university came out with a doctorate, a PhD in aviation, like a doctorate in aviation philosophy or something like that. But I knew I didn't want that program. I knew that by this time, by the bachelor's and the master's, I was done with aviation law. So that's not a class I probably will sign up to teach anytime soon. Aviation law, it was like the death of me. I'm not a lawyer. These these briefs are like driving me crazy, right? I just didn't enjoy it. So I said, what do you still love to do though, Vet? What is still your passion? What is easy for you? What concepts do you understand? So I knew I wasn't going to get in anything mathematical. I really didn't want literature because I love to write, but I didn't want to study, literature. So I said, do what's easy, Vet. What is easy? Like stealing candy from a baby. And there again, back to leadership. So my doctorate degree that I'm working on is strategic leadership, hence the name of my business, Strategic Leadership Design and Coaching. So, see how it all ties together? See how we went from the theme to the feature to the stories. So, and it was the stories I told myself, it was the stories people were telling about me, it was the features that feature the headliner about Yvette, and then it all rolled into one particular theme that Yvette is a strategic leader. So think about this for yourself, right? We narrowed down me, but I want you to think about you. What is it that you do that's easy that people say, huh, XYZ does that great. XYZ is so good at that. And pick it, right? And just so you know, it can be more than one thing. So for me, I love teaching. I love educating. I love enhancing. So go be a professor. So that's my jam too. Professor, what? In aviation management. So that's the cool thing. So that there'll be more podcasts on that. So yes, now I'm a professor in aviation management. So how cool is that? So on the other like two or three attempts that I tried, I also talked about, well, where do you start if you don't know how to discover your strengths? Because you're tired of listening to what the people say. You're tired of listening to maybe what your mind is telling you, right? It may be playing mind games or tricks on you. So let me tell you easy way. And I pulled it up because I tried to pull it up earlier and it was acting very, very wonky. So I pulled up Strength Finders, right? Because I took years ago, because I was taking all the leadership classes and courses I could at my previous organization. And I learned about this book either from one of my colleagues, or I forget how I learned about it, but it's a book called Clifton Strengths. No, it's by Clifton Strengths. It's called Strength Finders. So if you know your strengths, you can lean into those and develop those. If you have team members and you don't know their strengths, shame on you. As a leader, you need to know all your team's strengths and they need to know yours, because once everyone understands, the team understands their strengths, they can lean in and ebb and flow into those a lot better. So for me, my strengths, with Clifton Strengths, I bought the book. So I want to say you get the assessment for free when you get the book. So get the book. It's a small book, small book, and it's amazing. Strength Finders. So my top five strengths, you guys, is futuristic, maximizer, positivity, adaptability, and empathy. Those are my strengths. So when I go ahead and I pop those strengths into Chat GPT, because you don't have to think about it alone, you don't have to think about it in a silo. Pop it into Chat GPT. So I asked Chat GPT, what should my career be? Futuristic, maximizer, positivity, empathy, and adaptable. What career should I choose? Y'all, it pegged me right on the money. So the first time I think I left out empathy, and it said technology innovator, project manager, consultant, data analyst, sustainability manager. I'm like, oh my God. And that's where my greatest success has really truly taken off. So when it says technology innovator, it says your futuristic outlook and adaptability can be a great fit in the tech industry. Consider roles such as a product manager, tech entrepreneur, or innovation strategist, where you can shape and implement new technologies, products, and business model. I'm like, what? And then, I had to go down to the consultant. Your combination of maximizing opportunities, staying positive, and adapting to different industries or clients' needs makes consulting an excellent fit. You'll have the chance to work across various sectors, helping companies achieve their goals. Oh my God, that is so me. And then, of course, it said I'll be a great life coach or a therapist, a great social impact manager, a great product manager. It says nonprofit sector roles. If you're passionate about making positive impact on society, working in the nonprofit sector can be rewarding. Roles such as program manager or director can fit your ability to adapt, maximize resources, and empathize with the people or community you're helping. Oh my God. Friends, if that did not peg me on the money, I don't know what did. That's truly who I am. That's truly what I do. And I thought it was so amazing that like it honed in on everything that Vet Jet is. So that's really amazing. Not crazy, right? But it's confirmation to doing what's easy. So it did not tell me to go be a developer, right? Even though that's still in the tech space. It did not tell me to go be, it told me a data analyst. I don't like that though. I just said developer because that's the first thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking of technology. Um, is this a therapist? That's crazy. That's the things I'm thinking about. So yeah, but so my point is, maybe I should type in what should I not be? Ooh, that's a good one. What so do the opposing viewpoint. What should I not be? So I'm typing this as I'm talking to you all. So let's see. Um so I should not be independent or isolated work. I should not be rigid or in hierarchical roles with negative environments, customer service in high stress environments, highly repetitive roles. Oh my God. So I shouldn't work in data entry. I shouldn't work on the assembly line. I shouldn't be an independent researcher, if I can get it out. I shouldn't be a freelance writer. That is crazy. Consider avoiding roles in highly hierarchical organizations or sectors that discourage change or innovation. Oh my God, that is crazy. I shouldn't be in sales roles or jobs with stressful environments where positivity. Oh my God, y'all will not believe this. I was in one of those negative environments and I couldn't understand why I was so miserable. Because according to who, and I discovered this later on, according to who your vet is, that was not a good environment for me. Our jobs with stressful environments where positivity and teamwork aren't encouraged. Oh my God, this is so phenomenal. The word is not crazy. That's phenomenal. So, friends, if you don't do anything else in 2024, please find what's easy for you. Please lean into careers and opportunities that are easy for you. Trust me, it will make such a difference in your life. Then, once you find out what you're good at, what your natural propensity is, I need you to educate yourself in that field. I need you to get certifications and education in that field. So, yes, Yvette is an educator. Yes, I am a professor. I love saying that. That's my being a professor has been one of those things I've always wanted to do. I don't do it for the money, but I do it for the love of it. I do it for the love of higher learning and just really impacting the world in the future for a better cause and a better place. That's just me. And I think it comes through knowledge. So I love formal education. I learn very good in that environment. So you don't have to have formal education. So I'm not telling you to break the bank, break your life over formal education. But there are so many certifications out there that you can get. Let me just name a couple. Oh, let me say, ask ChatGPT, what certifications can I get? Oh, this is getting juicy, y'all. What certifications can I get? Let's see what it spits out to us. And so get certification. I'm telling you now, no, friends. Friends, you all will not believe this. Honestly, that is so funny because I have at least three of these certifications. So it told me, given your strengths in futuristic thinking, maximizing opportunities, positivity, empathy, adaptability, several certifications can complement these traits and open up new career opportunities. Here's a few. Certified Scrum Master. You all know I'm a certified Scrum Master. I have my advanced Scrum Master certification. Certified Professional Coactive Coach. I've never heard of that. I'm going to have to get that certification. But I am a certified Agile coach. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, this is phenomenal. Certified Nonprofit Professional, CMP. If you're considering working in the nonprofit sector, this certification covers areas like leadership, financial management, and fundraising. Oh, I might go get that. And then the CSP, Certified Sustainability Practitioner. I've never heard of that. For those interested in sustainability roles, this certification can equip you with the skills to implement sustainable practice, combining your futuristic mindset with a positive impact on society and the environment. Oh, I might have to get that. Then this is funny too. Certified product owner. Guys, I'm a certified product owner. That I have that certification. That is so funny. And then a PMP. I think sometimes I think about getting my PMP. I heard it's like hard, but I mean, what isn't hard, right? But I think about sometimes getting my PMP because even though agile is the new wave, project management is not going away. I know people have said that for years that, oh, agile's here, project management's going away. No, there's some companies that still like that hardcore project management feel. So what I would advise is that you diversify your portfolio and lean into that. So what I may do is get I have been a project manager. Like my role was a project manager, and I kind of liked it, kind of didn't like it. The organization didn't like to change, and of course, they told me not to be in those organizations, and so it was hard. That was hard being in that type of environment, but the work was fun. But I enjoyed being a scrum master more and an agile coach more because it was more flexible, it was more fluid. It talks about it is like me, it's my flexibility. But I may teach project management. My dean said because I'm in the business and economics department and have the background and knowledge in project management, I may teach it. So I've taken a couple courses in it. I would love to teach it. Well, I think I just love to teach anything. So, friends, what I advise you do, let's wrap this up. So I think we're almost nearing 30 minutes. I don't want to keep you. But please, please, friends, find what you're naturally good at. Find what's easy for you. And once you find what's easy for you, I recommend Clifton Strengths. Maybe they should put a plug. Maybe I should put a plug in for them. Maybe I'll hashtag. If anyone knows Clifton Strengths, please tell them like I'm talking about them and promoting them, and they should like have me as a consultant. Yes, they should hire me as a consultant only. So yes, because I love Clifton Strengths. I am their this hair is driving me crazy. I wish I had a ponytail holder. I am one of their biggest fans. I'm a fan of the book. I'm a fan of teams that go through it. And at one of my organizations, they had a display. It was displayed like when you walk by people's cubicle, it said what their 5 strengths were. And I thought that was amazing. Oh my God. But so once your team learns what their strengths are, play into that. As a leader, a change leader, you can play into people's strengths so much and you can bring the best out of them, which is what you want. I'm just saying, that's what you want. So you want the best out of people. So team, family, friends, we've gone through the exercise of what my 5 strengths are. Throw them in chat GPT. Ask it what you should go into, then ask it what you should not go into, and then ask it what certifications you can get based on your strengths. And oh my God, if you do me a favor, if you do this and you go through this exercise we just did, drop it in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop it in the comments. Let me know what you learned and discovered about yourself. And if you're watching me or listening to me on your podcast, can you send me a link on my Instagram? I believe Vet Jet Leadership Coach. I have to get my handles. I'll post my handles with this. I'll post them with the recording, and I'll post them on YouTube when it's published. So let me know. And please, if you know of a woman that is in need of direction in her career, will you send this to her, please? Because I would have loved if one of my friends would have sent this to me years ago, would have sent me, if my friends would have sent me myself now back then in my 30s, oh my God, it would have been amazing. In my 30s, what was I doing? I was in the army. I was in the army. I was in the army in my 30s. And before then, I was a flight attendant. So service has already always been in my blood. I love being a flight attendant. So I did 20 years in aviation. So I was flight attendant, supervisor, scheduling, scrum master, business analyst, product owner, a supervisor again. So yeah. So if someone had sent this to me back in my 30s, it would have redirected my whole life and my whole career. I mean, we may not be here today, right? But we may still be here in a different capacity. So you never know. So if you're like me And if you know someone like me, like you, like us, send it to them. They will be blessed because of it, right? And then you know what? I want to leave us with an encouraging scripture. Let me find encouraging scripture based on this. Because I go to school, and the college I go to, they have a biblical integration everything. And so I want to leave you with an encouraging scripture based on strengths. Ooh, bear with me, friends, as I look this up. I don't have my looker uppers. Let's see. Oh, friends, when I tell you this thing go. Oh my God! I think I'm about to do a course on this. This thing goes hard. So based on my 5 strengths, this is what the encouraging scriptures are for the futuristic thinker, which I am. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11. This passage reminds you that God has a plan for you, guiding you toward a prosperous future. Oh my God, I love that. Then a maximizer that maximizes the opportunities, which is my number 2. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as doing for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. It encourages you to put your heart into everything you do, maximizing your efforts and opportunity for the greater good. Then I'm positive. Positivity. Rejoice in the Lord always. I say it again. Rejoice. Philippians 4:4. It encourages you to have a positive mindset, reminding you to find joy in the Lord in all circumstances. Oh my God. Then empathy. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Ephesians 4:23, which encourages us to have empathy and kindness, encouraging us to stay and extend compassion to others. Oh, and then the fifth one, which is adaptability. I know what it is to be. Oh, you better preach, Paul. Paul is, Paul is the one. Let me tell you, he says, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. Ooh, that's being adaptable. That's Philippians 4:12, y'all. It says, I know what it is to be in need. I know what it is to have plenty. I've learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. Philippians 4:12. It tells us to be adaptable, reminding you to find contentment and flexibility in every situation. These scriptures, my friends, provide comfort and guidance, the encouragement you need to embrace your strengths and use them for good. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's phenomenal. That let me tell you why this is phenomenal. And I'll let you go on this most excellent high note. Because I've tried to record this. I think this is my third time. My very oh my, I said, come high water or the highest flood. I'm gonna get this out. I'm gonna get this recording out of my system. Like I didn't know what it was about doing it easy, because when I recorded the first one, it was good. It was real good. It was some good, juicy information. When I was recording the second one, it was pretty good too. I was getting to the point, I had just got to the point of putting it in Chat GPT, and then the computer did some funky, weird stuff. But this time, the third recording said, the third one said, one, put in your five strengths, put in what you should do, put in what you should not do. Now, let's add a biblical integration to that. That was the missing piece. Oh my God, that was the missing piece, because what I will do now is I'm going to print out these scriptures and put them with my everyday workings, because I know that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think. And that, my friends, is the secret. Knowing that God can do abundantly above all that we ask or think. So do everything with Him in mind. Because when I tell you, sisters, He has something greater for you. Your career does not have to be hard. Your career does not have to be painful. You don't have to leave your career to have a family. You don't have to leave everything behind in order to get where God wants you to go. If you have a dream, if you have a desire, if you have a want, if you have a need, know that God will fulfill your need, and His purpose and promise will live through you. So find out what's best for you. Find out what makes His light shine through you. And I promise you, you'll be successful. Success does not always mean that it'll be easy to deal with people, to deal with circumstances, to deal in the environment. But the work itself, the journey itself will become easier, and you'll be able to swim through that thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. You'll be able to swim through that thing. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. Find your strengths. And if you know of another assessment, what assessments can I take? Hold on, let me ask this. What assessments can I take? Let me tell you guys this. Can I take to find my strengths? To find my strengths. Let's see. What? All right, y'all, I'll leave you all on this note. So you can do the Gallup Strength Finder, which is Clifton Strengths, which I've raved about. You can learn the 34 themes. Identifies your top strength across 34 themes, which we already talked about. Myers-Briggs, the DISC personality test. I need to get that certification too. Well, I learned about a lady. She does the DISC certification. I need to get that. Then the Big Five personality test. Then the VIA, I guess maybe VIA character strength survey, and the 16 personalities. Ooh, 16 personalities is free online assessment. Combines, I guess, the Myers-Briggs type identifier indicator. I'm sorry, Myers-Briggs type indicator, and the Big Five insights. So that one's free. The 16 personalities, use that. Then once you get your results, I'm gonna do the 16 personalities. Once you get your results, throw them in chat. Throw into chat what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and then throw in there, add in a biblical integration. Give you encouragement for your soul. Oh my God. Thank you all for spending time with me today. This has been an amazing episode. This has been one that will always burn deep and live deep in my heart. And this right here is changing my life. So I hope it's been a blessing to you. I hope that you continue to find your greatest joy, that you continue to